Mount Washington is in the vortex of two very important storm tracks. The storm track that comes up off the coast, such as in the northeaster, and then the storms that go out the St. Lawrence Valley. Mount Washington is in between the pair of them and gets a lot of precipitation and a lot of high wind. Well, the storm that's in progress at the present time was developing yesterday off the Virginia Capes. It's a secondary from the primary storm, which has come out of the Middle West and caused a lot of difficulty out there so far as weather is concerned in the Middle West and the Lakes region. Well, this storm has really developed into a major storm for this winter season, and it will probably produce a lot of snow here in the Mount Washington Valley region, very much today and throughout tonight, possibly dropping upwards of a foot of snow.
No, we haven't gone up north to the ski areas once this year.
Why not?
Well, there hasn't been any snow. It's been a lousy season, at least down here.
Sometimes it's very hard to reach the public if they've got green grass down in Boston and brown grass on the coast of Maine. They just won't realize that it's all white up here. Mount Washington has some of the wildest weather in New England, in the country, in the world, and we're downwind from it. So what blows off of Mount Washington sometimes lands over here.
Mount Washington Valley area is just terrific for natural scenery. The sunrises and sunsets are so magnificent on Mount Washington and the valley in general. Early in the morning or late in the evening, we either start the lifts up early and get up there and just sit and watch the sunrise and then ski down through some fresh powder, hopefully. And many times my lift attendants and ski patrol get here just as early as I do, just to watch the sunrises. When they hit Mount Washington, it's just magnificent. It changes colors so many different times.
Mount Cranmore.
Black Mountain. Tyrol. My children love the Cranmore ski mobile.
That Wildcat.
Attitash.
Some incredible outside trails at Wildcat.
Mount Cranmore. Mostly at Wildcat.
Well, to me, it's one of the greatest sports there is, and I enjoy other ones too, but skiing, the expressions on people's faces after they have just finished a great run down this mountain or any mountain, the enjoyment they show and the accomplishment they've shown. It's just wonderful sport, and I wish that more people would take it up, because it's a great enjoyment. You know, I think back, my father always used to say, he said, and people said, why do you ski? What do you do? And they said, well, what else is there to do in wintertime when there is snow in the ground than ski?
Yeah, when that old snow train rolled in on the weekends, folks would pour out of that thing and walk straight up to the mountain, coming up from New York, Boston, everywhere. Lots of them didn't know how to ski, but they had a hell of a time. A lot of these folks came to learn how to ski at the Hans Schneider Ski School. Hans, son Herb, and the family came over from Austria back in the 1930s. Had one of the best ski schools in the country. Still is.
Ski techniques really basically haven't changed that much since Father started way back in 1907. The basic fundamentals are still here, a good sense of balance, shifting weight. But, of course, as everything else, things improve as you go along. The modern methods we are using has certainly improved greatly. And I think nowadays we're teaching our people to ski almost twice as fast, even more so than we did way back then.
Over your left ski, Carol. Cole's over your left ski, right? Okay, drop that right shoulder. Drop the shoulder. That's it. Then your left ski, rolling the ankles, slipping a little bit, rolling them back. Rolling and slip.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. I didn't at all when I first came here, but I've had a few lessons and taken a few falls. It's a lot of fun.
You say you've taken a few falls.
Yeah, I'm kind of sore. But actually, that's more from yesterday's trail riding.
Riding horses in the snow?
Yeah, well, I ski in the morning, but the lodge where I'm staying has horses. And so we went on a cross-country trail ride in the afternoon.
Sure, I like it. Of course, I really like skiing. I ski almost every day, but it's a lot of fun getting out and doing other things up here. Like, a couple of my friends are getting lessons in ice climbing tomorrow.
These two guys have already had a beginner's class in ice climbing, and tomorrow they will be on an intermediate climb, and this will be a climb of technical difficulty on Whitehorse Ledge, and we will be doing this with crampons, ice axe, and it's quite steep for ice climbers, so this will be what we call an intermediate climb with these two guys. When people sign up for ice climbing, they normally take a beginner's course, which consists of 1 day, and they are shown the basics of ice climbing. The difference between ice climbing and rock climbing is ice climbing is a little easier than rock climbing because you have an ice axe and you have crampons, and you can usually cut your own step with the ice axe, or you can kick your own step with the crampons, whereby on rock you have to look around and find handholds and footholds. There's just no limit on the type of ages for a start off. We have had people that's 12-year-old up to 70-year-olds who want to get into the mountains and try technical climbing.
We have a wide variety of people that come to the valley to go ski touring. I'd say anyone from, at least 6 to 60. We've even had a few individuals up in their 80s. It's an easy sport to learn. Consequently, it's a great all-around family sport. A lot of people have sort of a mistaken idea about cross-country skiing. They think it's like hiking or walking. Well, it isn't to a degree, but really it's a sport all on its own. If you're going to compare it as far as physical exercise is concerned, anything, it's a lot like skating. The rhythmical nature that people develop, you glide along and relax on your skis. It can be very relaxing in that respect. Of course, let's not confuse this cross-country skiing with the Olympic version. It's basically a question of tempo. And pick your own pace. That's the important thing. I've been working with a family. Had them out on a tour yesterday. Went up around the Black Mountain Basin area. It was a great day. They did very well too after a couple of days' lessons. Took along a little picnic lunch and made a whole day out of it. You know, ski touring has really only bloomed in America for the last few years, which is strange for a sport that's been with us for about a half a century. More and more people are getting back to nature. Be alone, up on a hillside, far from the madding crowds, with sun and snow, just gliding through the trees is quite an exhilarating experience.
We are sitting in the Mount Washington Valley, probably in the greatest potential situation of any ski area in the United States, because we have a total skiing complex. We have 5 good mountains to work with. There's Attitash, and Black, and Tyrol, Wildcat, and Cranmore, and actually I can't think of any other area that has a total skiing complex at the base of the mountain. And this is very important to the skier because it provides him with the facilities that are necessary to just have a good time. There's comfortable lodging, there's activity, there's nightlife.
Wildcat, snow report? Sure. We've got about 16 to 45 inches space, and we've got a good loose granular surface on most of the mountain. We're reporting good on the lower mountain now, and good to excellent on the upper mountain. See you tomorrow.